The spark for Wall-E, yeah, was in 1994. We were still making Toy Story. It was 14 years ago. We were at a lunch, and we were actually trying to come up with the next movie to do. A couple half-baked ideas got thrown around at the beginning, and one of them was this simple sentence of, what if mankind left Earth and somebody forgot to turn the last robot off, and it just kept running, doing its job? And that was such a sad scenario, such a lonely scenario. So I think it just was, in a weird way, fate that it just went to the wayside. We got busy making all these other movies, and years later, that idea, that little sentence popped up again, and I was working on Nemo about 2002, and I just picked it back up and started running with it. And then I had an idea that maybe it should be a love story, came up with the name of Wall-E, and just couldn't stop writing. Wall-E is an acronym which stands for Waste Allocation Load Lifter Earth Class, which is a very fancy scientific way of saying that he picks up trash and compacts it and puts it away. And the location where he's supposed to work is Earth. And he basically has been left on running by accident, and mankind's left a long time ago, and everything else has fallen apart. And he has no idea that what he's doing is really, a waste of time. And until one day, another robot lands on the planet for some reason that we don't know why, and he falls head over heels in love with her, and is so smitten that he's willing to travel across the galaxy to win her heart. My order of thinking was, I basically went, how am I going to do this? Well, it's sort of like R2-D2 the movie, and I kept using that phrase forever to represent what I was trying to look for. And finally my producer said, why don't we just call Ben Burtt, who did R2-D2, and see if he'll do it? And I didn't even think that was an option. He said yes, and it was like hiring a great actor that's playing several roles for you. I liked the idea that he was monosyllabic. He would say one word at a time. So it made sense to me he could say Wall-E, and that he could say anything else he was sort of taught, sort of like a learning robot. It just kept him appealing and limited. He's kind of an everyman. I mean, everybody thinks that what they do is probably not appreciated enough, or possibly a waste of time, and everybody hits a point in their life where they wonder there's got to be more to life than what I'm doing. I think it's a pretty universal state of mind that people have either had or are in that makes us be able to relate to them.